Hey guys, it's 21 Maxwell here, and welcome to another video on FMScout. Today we're going to look at the keys for promotion in the lower leagues of English football, or just any other kind of lower league football, whether it be Spain or elsewhere. First off, I would just like to say, I've obviously done it myself, I've done it with Hereford, and I'm just going to really document a wee bits of the Hereford journey to give you an idea of how I done it, and what I would recommend in terms of how you should go about getting up the lower leagues and up to the promised land of the Premier Division. First and foremost, if I just quickly go to my club and the history and the best 11, what this can do is this can kind of give you an idea of how we've structured it over the course of various seasons. One thing you will see, Vanderama Conference North is a 4-4-2 narrow diamond. Well, this was done with the Diffuse Challenge, so I will say a lot of these players aren't at the club in real life or at the start of the database, so some of these players were brought in by either the manager before me or some were just signings in that summer or in in January transfer window as well. What I would recommend is, especially if there's like a certain place you always go for signings, bring in players for that place. Like me being Scottish, I will always go and bring in players representing Scotland or from the Scottish game who other players may not have heard of, but they could come in and do a job. Apart from that, other things I would recommend, if you've got a philosophy or an idea you want to play, put that in paper first and put it in your tactics screen. Look at how you want your team to play, and then go from there and sign players that can fill in to that system. Example, I wanted to play completely different from anyone else in the lower leagues. I wanted to play football on the deck, wing backs bombing forward to support the midfield, and as you can see, this Daniel O'Reilly was dropping back as a DM to make basically a three-man defence. We Luke Conlon, who obviously is retired now, but at the time was a free agent. All he had was stamina, crossing, a little bit of tackling, and he could dribble. But perfect, that's all we needed. Same way on UK, could dribble, had a bit of stamina, little basic things like that. We'd have a target man, we'd have a poacher in Alex Nichols, and we would have Sam York as a trequartista. Midfield, you want one doing the playmaking and one doing the ball winning. Simple as that. As you notice how through the seasons, that's 15-16, and that is in the Vanarama Conference North. The following season, same kind of idea. In the Vanarama Conference, same system. Burrows again, target man. Sam York was now the poacher. Peyton came in from Aberdeen, of all places. Could hit a long shot, could pass, could find that killer pass. That's all we need him for. McKenna was your ball winner. I think he came from Queen of the South. Joe Newell, spraying passes. That's all he was there for. And same again with Dominic Hyam, just tackling, Richards just tackling, and Conlon and on UK bombing forward. Following season, which is obviously League 2, same again. Somehow they brought Delano Sam York a wee bit further back, but he was capable of playing MC, AM, attacking mid and up front. So was Burgess, so I was bringing in more versatile players, but the idea again was the same. Dolan would sit and protect, and Nichols and Burrows. Burrows was honestly a reserve striker at Rangers, and get released from them. So bringing people in like him, Keith Watson coming in from Dundee United, and these players done the job again. So unfortunately, I think we didn't go up the first season in League 2. That was kind of like a, just feeling out process. And then the following season, I adjusted it where we dropped the AMC to play back three, but that allowed Dolan to have a bit more freedom, and that allowed the two wing backs to bomb forward as well. This is when I noticed Michael Higdon, you can get him from Sheffield United, probably won't get him first season, but second or third is the perfect target man. If you can find the right player to foil off of him, the likes of Jamie Burrows we had, or a Ryan Sager from Southampton I believe, you will have great success. But just finding these kind of players, loan players, bringing them in. Chris Jones came in from Everton I believe in loan. We had Burgess was in initially from Bolton, and Pereira was in from Manchester United. He had a very, very poor couple of spells, which is why we got him. So bringing in these kind of players, and that would give you the thing to go and attack. Eventually we changed to a 4-4-2, did it work? Not really, got us relegated. We went back to division, played the 4-4-2 again, boys get confidence for that, and then we came up, and then that's when we started adjusting this formation over time. But what you see is when we get to League 1, the next time, it's a pretty decent season, we played 4-5-1, okay, we didn't get up. The following season, we went back to the 4-4-2 narrow diamond. This is when it started to click. With proper scouting, bringing in the right players, at the right time, to do the right jobs, sorted. We attacked, and you'll see here, Sky Bet League 1, perfect. Following season, into the Championship, pretty much okay there. So I'm going to leave it there in terms of how the team's set out. It's always roughly been the same kind of idea in terms of the system. I'll just quickly show you the system. I go to my tactics screen. So now you see I've still got the 4-5-1, I went back to that, but the team instructions were mostly the same. We'd retain possession, shorter passing, we would pass into space, we would work the ball into the box, we'd play out of defence, our wingers would hit early crosses and whip crosses, we'd get out to the flanks, we'd play it wide, but we'd stick to our positions, we'd play a high line, depending on who we were facing. If it was a fast defence in the Premier League, we'd maybe tone it back to a deeper line, but we tended to always go for players that had good intelligence in defence and good pace. If they could tackle, mark, header, and had a good acceleration and pace, we would sign them. Close down more often. You don't want them to get stuck in, that gives away too many penalties, so closing down puts them under pressure to make a mistake. I always have my teams to play higher tempo and be more expressive. If I take you quickly now to the league positions, and I think you can get league positions from history as well, I believe. So here you are, guys. Here's the Vanarama Conference table in the first season. As you can see, good season there, narrowly making promotion. It's pretty decent, it's a good start to the campaign. We then obviously go up to the conference. We keep the positive football, we keep going at it. We win again, just ahead of Barnet and no more. Perfect. Next season in League 2, we were a bit more negative, and I think that definitely cost us. As you can see here, 14th place, and we just kind of found our footing within the league. But what I started to realise is teams tended to line up 4-5-1, so why would we sit back against them? So we went for it, we attacked, we got the promotion against other teams in League 2, that was good, I was happy with that. Then came League 1. We did get relegated, I think it was the second season in League 1, I just went too defensive. Then I learned my lesson, attack, 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 attack. So 2021, winning League 2 again, great from the boys. We got to League 1, 21-22, 11th place. Because we attacked, we're only 3 points off the playoffs, 6 points off the team that eventually went up. So the fact we finished so far ahead of the relegation zone, let's attack again. Next season, win the playoffs. Fantastic, with a great run, we beat Mansfield in the playoffs after beating Northampton in the first round. So again, just being positive, believing in our philosophy, perfect. So that's 22-23. Following season, 23-24, attack, attack, attack. We finished within 1 win away for the Premier League in our first season in the Championship. We're taking no prisoners, just being positive and going for it. There's no point in being defensive and holding out. Sure, we get thumped a few times, but we had the faith in the players, and sometimes that came through, and we're so unlucky. Thankfully, the following season, champions. Just by sticking to our morals, sticking to what we taught the boys, and just going for it. So the final thing I would really recommend is, obviously, as you're coming up the leagues, try as much as possible within youth recruitment, within training facilities, these kind of things, youth facilities. Try and get a really good parent club as well. And you can see here for transfers, if I just quickly go to my history, and from when I joined, you'll see here again a lot of free transfers. Some people I'm familiar with from Scotland, Derek Rabden, Jamie Burrows, Peyton Gow. You'll have a huge turnover of players as well. That's natural at this level. But it's just free transfers and loans. You're aiming to spend, honestly, if you're a fast FM player, say you can get a season done in 2 days, you want to be spending probably a full day scouting. Find the right guy for your system. That is how you'll get a lot more further in FM, in my opinion. Following season, couple of loans, we actually kept most of the team together. Massive reboot in the summer. You can see there, freezing loans again. Then we get some more freezing loans, and then we sold somebody for profit. So again, if you get a couple of decent youngsters, some of them you might need to punt for massive money, but that's part and parcel of football, and that's how you bring the funds in, you get the wages for more players. Again, players you'll be familiar with, like an Adam Armstrong from Newcastle, Dean Henderson, the Manchester United youth keeper, people like that, Terry Ambrose, the Manchester City. So looking to find these players that haven't maybe done it at a big club, who've been a free agent. Sometimes you may have to come in with some kind of dodgier deals, like say, we'll sign you, we can't give you the wages you're looking for, but we'll give you, say, maybe 20% sell on. You may think that's going to cost me maybe 100k. That 100k could be made up within a promotion. So that is how I done it, guys. That's what I would recommend if you really want to get an FM saving up the leagues. Be positive. If you have your own philosophy, go for it. And just have fun. Be patient. Sometimes it won't come off, but at the end of the day, if you just play it patiently, you'll get there in the end. And the journey at the end will make it all worthwhile. So thank you for tuning into this video, guys. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you've got any comments, please leave them in the comments section. Myself or anyone else from FMScout will try and get back in contact with you regarding it. And of course, if you liked this and you'd like to see any more of my stuff, my channel link will be in the description below. But of course, sub to FMScout, most importantly. And until next time, this is 21 Maxwell representing FMScout. And I'll speak to you all real soon. Bye bye.